For this video, I will cover a recent speech by Trump and Elon from October 5th. Then I will mention something about the garbage epidemic that just happened. How is it that people are still deceived? I will play the first clip.
He created the first major American car company in generations, and his rocket company is the only reason we can now send American astronauts into space. Come here. Take over, Elon. Yes, take over.
For those that still think Trump won't support electric cars, keep in mind he just branded Elon's Tesla car company as a positive, not a negative. Then Trump says Elon is the only one to help us put astronauts into space, promoting the idea that we send astronauts into space. The same crap as NASA. Enough people have already poked holes into NASA's nonsense. NASA is a part of the satanic agenda just like Elon and Trump. It's all of them. Next clip.
As you can see, I'm not just MAGA, I'm dark MAGA.
Dark MAGA, too funny. I have already mentioned in previous videos that MAGA backwards is a GOM, which is a muddy pool, a marsh, or a swamp. All of them are swamp creatures. MAGA is also Magus or Magi. Marina Abramovich, who is mentioned in Hillary Clinton's emails, is a spirit cooker. She called Trump a magician of the highest order. And right now, a lot of Christians are under his spell. On to the next clip.
And I think this election, I think it's the most important election of our lifetime. This is no ordinary election.
The most important election ever. I've heard this a lot over the past couple of decades. It's always the most important election. But yet, we have been going down the same dark path for generations. However, Elon is right about one thing. It is no ordinary election. This election day lands on November 5th, the last day of Samhain. No coincidence. November 5th is mentioned in a lot of time travel movies. It is a portal date. To the Satanists, it's very important. When people vote, they give their vow, their consent. They need your consent. It is a spiritual world. Now for the final clip, and why I decided to make the video.
Fight, fight, fight! Vote, vote, vote. Fight, fight, fight. Vote, vote, vote.
This is another example of how asleep the Trump supporters are. Trump and Elon just got the crowd to chant, fight, fight, fight. Alphanumerically, that is 666. F is the sixth letter of the alphabet. Amazing! Aren't the majority of Trump supporters Christians? But wait, there's more. Then Elon says, vote, vote, vote. Well, this is when we get into the Hebrew alphabet. You see, the sixth letter of the Hebrew alphabet is Va. So, Va, Va, Va for 666 also. Years ago, people caught on to the idea that the Monster drinks use the sixth Hebrew letter on their cans for 666. So basically, Christians are now chanting 666. Pure insanity. You know, I felt bad for the people on January 6th. I knew it was a trap as soon as it was mentioned, the month prior in December. The next time, I won't feel bad. First time, shame on them. Next time, shame on you. You knew he was a snake when you picked him up. That's the story Trump always uses. Except people aren't smart enough to figure out that he's talking about himself. It's coded. After this election, we may have another January 6th moment. So to January 6th for 66. Another Apollo reference. Now for the next part of the video. When I heard about Trump's garbage truck event, I asked myself, what's the psyop? What's the deception? Now people will say he is just responding to the evil Democrats for calling Trump supporters garbage. Remember, both sides work together. So the Dems did a setup, and now Trump spikes the ball. The Democrats and the Republicans actually want Trump. He is their Luciferian chosen one. They are driving you into him by acting the way they do. Above this political nonsense, they are all Luciferians. This political stuff is just something for the masses to consume. Back to the garbage thing. Well, the event reminded me of another bit of Trump predictive programming. Quite some time ago, Enter the Stars did a decode on an episode of Sesame Street. This particular episode had Joe Pesci as Trump, if I remember correctly. It also starred a new puppet character called Donald Grump, directly associating Oscar the Grouch with Donald Grump. Oscar lives in a garbage can. In the episode, Donald Grump wanted to build Trump Tower, but in this case, it would be called Grump Tower and would be made of garbage cans. There are 6 cans and 6 lids for 66, once again. They love their Apollo. Millions of people are still deceived by this man. They are still deceived by the world. Now, at Biden's White House Halloween party, I saw a kid dressed up as Oscar the Grouch. Remember, everything is staged. There was a lot of occult symbolism at that White House Halloween event, but I will have to do a separate video on that. And one more thing while I'm here. There are still people deceived by the attempt on Trump's life, so I will just spell out quickly my thoughts on it. The real shooter was aiming for his ear. The poor kid was just a fall guy. There was no actual threat to Trump. I am also partly thinking he used one of those blood capsules and slapped his ear. These fake attempts on Trump are designed to herd you like cattle right into his arms. Well, that's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching. Be blessed with Jesus.